This video will teach you how to effectively set goals for your experiential learning activity. The act of goal setting will help you prepare to make meaningful connections between your prior learning and your experience. Having clearly defined goals will allow you to narrow down and focus on what you are hoping to learn and accomplish, a particularly essential task for experiences that may only last 12 to 14 weeks. Well-crafted goals will also help you align your expectations with those of your mentor, supervisor, or instructor. They provide a tool for communicating your needs, ensuring that you are both on the same page as you begin the experience. While completing your experiential learning activity, you should regularly check on the status of achieving your goals. This will allow you to stay on track for completion or recalibrate if needed. Finally, establishing learning goals at the start of the experience will help deepen the benefit you receive to your academic and professional journey. One of the first things you will want to consider when you begin setting your goals is why you are choosing to engage in the activity to begin with. If you are completing undergraduate research, what was it about the topic that drew you to the opportunity? If completing an internship, what aspects of the position description were most appealing to you? If you are studying abroad, why did you choose that country in particular? Understanding your why will help you better understand what you hope to gain. Another thing to think about as you start setting your goals is, what do you already know? What have you learned in your coursework that relates to the experience? What prior experiences do you have that will help you to get the most out of the activity? And finally, begin with the end in mind. Envision yourself talking about the experience in the future. What do you want to be able to say? What new skills or knowledge do you hope to have gained? What kinds of things would you want to add to your resume or share in a job interview about this experience? One helpful tool when it comes to goal setting is to remember the acronym SMART. You will want to make sure that your goals are specific, meaning that you have gone into detail about what it is you actually want to accomplish, not speaking in generalities. For example, instead of saying you want to learn about using data science in the nonprofit sector, narrow down which aspect. Are you interested in data cleaning, analysis, visualization, communicating to folks without a data science background? You need to be specific. Second, you need to make sure that your goal is measurable. This will tell you when you have completed your goal. A good way to do this is to quantify your goal. If you want to expand your network, what would this look like? Is there a specific number of LinkedIn connections you would like, for example? The third, is this goal attainable? Consider the time frame, your existing skill set, those of your mentor, and what you will be doing for the activity. Is it realistic to think that you would be able to achieve this goal? Fourth, make sure the goal is relevant. This means that your learning goals should directly relate to your overarching academic and professional aspirations. Additionally, they need to align with the activity you are completing. If you are doing undergraduate research, does this goal make sense based on your role as a student researcher? In an internship, is this something that your employer would also care about? Lastly, you want to make sure that you have a time frame in mind when setting goals so that you can keep on track and make sure that you have appropriately finished it within the time frame provided. As you create each goal, you will also want to identify tasks and strategies that will be necessary to obtain the skills and knowledge you are hoping to learn. Consider these steps you will take or the support that you will need. Finally, determine how you will evaluate your effectiveness at achieving this goal. This could even be written as a bullet point that you would like to add to your resume after the experience. Here are a few examples. In this example, the student is hoping to enhance their skills in developing and integrating APIs for data processing and dashboard automation. They then go on to explain how they intend to do that and what they will need in order to accomplish this. Finally, they go through and explain what the end result will be of this goal. It will be a functional, thoroughly tested dashboard with comprehensive API documentation. They also go on to specify what tools they will use. Another example is in this situation, where a student will create and deliver a presentation summarizing research they've completed on a specific topic. Within the tasks and strategies, they're hoping to utilize their advisor to provide guidance on the direction in which they will choose to go with their research. And then the final evaluation will be based on the quality of their presentation and on feedback from their mentor and other stakeholders who are watching the presentation. Finally, in this example, the student wants to increase the influence of an organization on social media, and then goes on to specify exactly how, when, and in what context they plan to do this. For the evaluation, this is a good time to include specific numbers. In this case, there isn't a benchmark, but in your case, you may identify a specific number of social media followers or viewers, for example. Remember, it is important to think about what you are actually hoping to learn. Learning goals can take a variety of different shapes. These could be things that you want to develop personally, like getting better at managing your emotions when you're in high stress situations. It could be something you want to gain professionally. Maybe one of the things you hope to learn is more about an industry that you're specifically interested in and how it connects to your academic coursework. Or you could be trying to figure out some specific skill that you're hoping to gain, or developing a stronger knowledge base. In any case, when it comes to setting learning outcomes, you want to have really strong action verbs and have them reflect the level of learning you're hoping to achieve. This is a chart showing Bloom's taxonomy, which shows different levels of learning, from lower order, which includes the ability to recall or remember something that you have learned, to higher order, where you're actually taking the things you've been learning and creating something new. Think about what you're hoping to do during this experience. You want to have a wide variety of learning outcomes, things that hit across these different taxonomies, so that you don't just stay in the recall column, but really think about how, by the end of the experience, you might be able to do something that's more evaluative or synthesizing your knowledge to create something new. The biggest piece of advice when it comes to creating SMART goals and learning outcomes is to start with the end in mind. Think about what action verb you want to be able to use to describe your learning and build your goal from there.